Hey friends, welcome to the Aerocrow Show. Last week the news hit the interwebs that The Witcher is coming to screens near you in the future thanks to Netflix. And that got me thinking. Video game adaptations from like video game to movies are fucking terrible. There hasn't been a good one. They've come close, but there hasn't been a good one. I would say arguably that Doom, funnily enough, is the closest that a video game adaptation came to being somewhat good, because Doom has almost no story, and it's mostly about just like action and shooting shit. And you put The Rock in there, and why not watch the fuck out of that movie? I'm really cursing a lot today, I'm sorry. So what's the problem with turning a video game into a movie? It's a couple of things. Number one, you can't take a 35-hour experience and jam it to 2 hours. It just doesn't work. You're going to lose so much in the process. Also, as a story structure point of view, a movie follows a traditional 3-act structure. Going back to like the idea of like a monomyth and all these things. So it's like we have start at Act 1, and then you rise up to a midpoint, and everything drops, and then you rise up to a climax. You know, I'm sure you've seen these story diagrams. That's great for a movie, and video games do that too. But the problem with a video game is that they anchor these story beats. Say an inciting incident. It anchors that beat to a bunch of gameplay. Let's take Persona 5, for example. The inciting incident is you drop into another dimension at your high school, and you meet your classmate Ryuji, and there's the gym teacher, and it's really weird. You don't know what's going on. It's the main character going into a different world and learning all these new things. That, just to get to that point, took me like 12 hours because, man, that's probably not true. It probably took me like 4 hours, 3 hours, because I was talking to everybody and exploring and doing all this stuff, and you can't show all that kind of gameplay stuff in a movie. It would be boring. But TV shows, especially modern TV shows, act a lot closer to a video game. Not that they're padding out stories with gameplay, but what they're doing is we have a main thread and then lots of B and C plots, and we're kind of following things around. You look at Walking Dead, for example, and it's an ensemble piece. We can see all these characters, and sometimes we're with Rick, sometimes we're with Daryl, and sometimes we're with Carol. Each episode has its own beginning, middle, and end, but there's an overarching story. Think of a side quest in an RPG. What I love about the Witcher TV show announcement, well, there's a couple things I love about it. Number one, I love The Witcher. Geralt's a great character. It's a great game series. Starting with the source material, with the Andrzej Sapkowski. I'm sorry, I don't speak Polish, so I probably butchered his first name or his last name. The first couple of Witcher books were short story collections. So it was just a bunch of like adventures of Geralt. And it would expand the world of each episode, so you could do that's perfect for a Netflix-style TV show. You have all these great characters with Geralt and Triss and Yennefer and Ciri and Dandelion and King Foltest. You have all these amazing characters, and The Witcher, they all form a family, which is what like all TV shows end up having. You have a core group of characters that's your family, and you care about each character, and they're different, and they antagonize each other, and that's how you get drama, is conflict, and The Witcher's got tons of conflict. Perfect for Netflix. I really want to see more video game shows come to TV and come to Netflix and Hulu, HBO, things like that. I think it's a great medium, and I think it's where we're going to start seeing video games get adapted to a bigger screen. Imagine Metal Gear Solid miniseries. Instead of being a TV show, let's imagine it's like a 7-hour or an 8-hour like event. That would be awesome. Imagine like a 8-hour Cold War spy action sci-fi with Solid Snake. Like, that would be amazing. If only there were more video games coming to TV. Oh wait, there are. Netflix is also bringing Castlevania. Like, yeah, come on. So you've got basing on Castlevania 3. Awesome. Making it animated in hard R. Okay, that's cool. Frederator Studios, the talented minds behind Adventure Time, are doing the animation? Fuck yes. Being written by Warren Ellis? Huh. Again, taking... I mean, there's not a lot of story, really, in Castlevania 3. I mean, don't kill me in the comments. I know there's a lot of story. But, I mean, adapting that to 12, 10, 14 hours of screen time? Like, yes, you can do a great adaptation of that story. I don't have an end to this. It's more of a, dear people in Hollywood, number one, hire me to do stuff. Number two, if you're gonna do a video game adaptation, do them on the smaller screen. The bar of production quality on Netflix is just amazing. It's rivaling most cable channels. Definitely rivaling Hollywood and like movie theater Hollywood. But yeah, are you excited about Castlevania and The Witcher coming to Netflix? Let me know in the comments below. If you're excited, I want to know what games do you want to see brought to Netflix and Hulu's of the world, or the Amazon instant streamings. Let's not rule them out. So yeah, until next time, I've been Aerocrow. You've been awesome, and I'll see you later.